Man, how y'all doing today? My name is Aaron. Thank you for rocking with your boy. I appreciate you guys being here. And today we talking about when estrangement starts to destroy your marriage, right? Nobody talks about this part of being no contact with your children. We talk about the kids. We talk about the grandkids. We talk about the pain of being cut off. But nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking about what this does to your marriage. Because while you out here chasing a grown ass child who don't want to be caught, your spouse is sitting at home watching, waiting, and slowly dying inside. Understanding that. Slowly dying inside, waiting on you to figure out, what am I doing? The chase is costing you more than you know. And that's where a lot of parents struggle at. And here's what happens. Your child cuts you off and you go into what? What we want to do as parents? Fix it mode. We want to fix it. So what do? We're calling. You're texting. You're sending gifts. You reaching out through other family members. You losing sleep. You crying in the car. You distracted at dinner. And your spouse, they right there, present, loyal, trying to hold you together. But you so deep in that hole chasing somebody who left that you don't even see the person who stayed. That's the part that will destroy your marriage. Not the estrangement itself, the obsession that comes with it. You stop being a husband or a wife, you become a hostage to somebody else's decisions. That's what's so painful about it. You become a hostage, right? So the resentment starts, and a lot of parents and married couples struggle with this. Now your spouse, they love you. So at first they be very, very patient. They let you vent. They hold you when you cry. They sit with you through the holidays and birthdays. They try to understand something that doesn't even make sense to them. But here's where it gets real. Very, very real. After months, sometimes years of watching you chase, beg, break down, and repeat the cycle, they start to get tired. They start to get very tired. And they won't say it out loud because they don't want to hurt you. But the resentment is building. They start feeling like they're not enough. Like no matter what they do, no matter how much love they give you, it doesn't measure up to getting one phone call from a child who walked away. That's a painful place to be for a spouse. And most of them suffer in silence because they feel like they can't compete with your grief at all. And honestly, they're right. You won't let them. You will not let them. That's why so many parents and married couples, we struggle with this. It's just not the estrangement aspect. Let me ask you some questions real quick. Let me get in your chest for a little minute. I need you to hear this, and I need you to really sit with it. I want you to really listen to this part. If your spouse has to beg for your attention, that's a problem. If your spouse stop bringing it up because they know you're going to spiral, that's a problem. If date night turns into you venting about your kid for 2 hours, that's a problem. If the only time you're fully present is when something new happens with the estrangement, that's a damn problem. And that's a damn shame. You know what you're doing. You're making your marriage pay for somebody else's choices. That's what you're doing. You making your marriage pay for somebody else's choices. Your spouse didn't cut you off. Your spouse didn't walk away. Your spouse is right there, and you're treating them like they're second piece or second place in their own relationship. That ain't fair. And deep down, you know it. You know this. You know when you're wrong. You know this, and you know this is destroying your marriage. You absolutely know this. Now, let me give you something you can actually use. Let's start there. Let me give you something that you can actually use, which is going to help you save your marriage. Like couples that go through estrangement, and I mean really make it, they do things differently. They just not going through the motions. They just not. First thing they do, they set a time. They set a time limit on estrangement talk that they don't let take over every conversation. They might say, we can talk about this for a high 30 minutes, and then we're done for tonight. That's not cold. That's smart. That's protecting the marriage. That's what they doing. Second, they keep dating each other. They keep dating each other. Sounds simple. Most people stop. Don't stop. Your marriage needs air. Give it some. Third, the spouse, whoever the adult child went no contact with, right? They don't have to sit in that guilt and feel like, you know what? I can't say nothing about this because I feel like I'm complaining all the time to the spouse who the child didn't go no contact with. That's the other spouse says, you know what? I'm going to let you speak out, say what you need to say, and then we're going to move on. We're going to move on. We're not going to keep harboring the same type of feelings over and over again, thinking something's going to change, right? And fourth, they both agree that the marriage comes first. The marriage comes first, not the estranged child, not the situation, the marriage. Because if your marriage falls apart trying to fix something that might never get fixed, now you lost two things instead of one, right? You already lost your child. You don't want to lose your boo thing while you're at it. You already lost your child. You don't know if that child is coming back. Don't lose your boo thing. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that. Listen, I know this hurts. I know you love your child. I know you want nothing more than for things to go back to how they once were. I get it. I promise you I do. But your spouse is not the enemy. Your spouse is your partner, and they need you to show up. Even when you're broken. Maybe they need you to show up more even when you're broken. Sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. Stop letting what your child did to you destroy what your spouse is doing for you. Don't do it. Because one day, whether that child comes back or not, you're going to need that person standing next to you. You're going to need them to be there for you. Make sure they are still there. Be sure. Understand that. Protect your peace. Protect your marriage. I'm Aaron, and this is Real Talk. If you like content like this, please make sure you follow, like, share. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for rocking with your boy, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And listen, don't let these adult children fuck up your marriage.